everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel Ray, and today I'm working on the Diamond Art Club Mystery Diamond Painting, the Christmas one. I am not going to be showing the whole painting here in case anybody is interested in doing this for themselves. So if you are watching but you don't want to be spoiled, please just don't look at the screen. It's not necessary to look at the screen anyway, because we're just diamond painting and chatting. This is a Wipnchat. This is work in progress in chat, so I'm working on this kit and just catching you up on what's been going on. Last time that I made a Wipnchat was quite a while ago, and I'm sure that that's not lost on a lot of you. And the reason for that is that I got COVID. Me and like my entire village got COVID. So we have been out of commission for a little while, and I just thought that I would let you know what's going on and what all happened the last few weeks. I hope that everybody watching this is doing well and resting and taking it easy as well. I know that it's not easy, and I never once thought that it was going to be an easy thing, but I also didn't know what to expect. So now that it's kind of, it's over, I mean, the worst of the symptoms is over anyway. I wanted to come on here and catch you up and let you know what's been going on in the household. So, where do I begin? I think the last time that I checked in with you, I had done a Christmas market, and I was just getting ready. We were just getting ready to spend the holidays with my husband's family. So Christmas Day was on a Saturday, and on the Friday we went out to just meet up with a few of our friends, and it seemed like people from everywhere were in our town. I guess everybody had come home, to celebrate with their families. And the funny thing is that, there were no extra real precautions in place, except that this is so Irish as well. If you didn't know, I live in Ireland, and I thought it was really funny that the one and only stipulation that they brought in was that the kind of hospitality sector, aka bars and restaurants, had to close at 8 p.m. So for the week leading up to Christmas, we were put under a little mini restriction or whatever. And so they made the closing time 8 o'clock, and we all thought it was pretty funny, just because, I get it. I understand why you would want to close early to mitigate the chance of the possible spread of COVID, right? But we all know that Omicron is very, very transmissible. It seems to be way more transmissible than the original COVID-19. And so we weren't too worried about it. James and I, we stayed outside. We did not stay inside anywhere. We didn't go into restaurants or anything like that. We were eating meals at home, and, we just went out for a few drinks on Christmas Eve. And we were fine. Christmas Day, we spent the night at my mother-in-law's house, and it was really nice. We had Christmas dinner and invited a family who works with my brother-in-law at his restaurant. We invited the family, the kind of sous chef and his family, to come over because they are Hungarian and they didn't have a big family to celebrate with. So we always invite, somebody to come to Christmas dinner, and usually somebody who doesn't have family. They came over, had the meal, and they left pretty much right after the meal. And then we spent the rest of the night I was knitting and we were watching movies and eating lots of cheese, stuff like that. Just having a good time. And I just saw that I missed a few of these ABs over here. I'm using tweezers for my ABs because I'm just not having good luck with the wax this time. Anyway, that's neither here nor there, just explaining. So I was remarking on Christmas Day, I was like, wow, Rory, my brother-in-law, saying, this is the first time in many years that you haven't been sick for Christmas. I feel like I totally jinxed us. I was like, this is really nice that you're not ill. And he was saying, yeah, it's really great. I think we stayed up until like maybe 1 o'clock. I was doing, I got a puzzle for us to do. It's a Ravensburger. It's the, it's a image of the bookshelf, the Myths and Legends bookshelf. I can't remember exactly what it's called. But it's like a design that I've seen on Heaven and Earth Design. It's a design that I've seen in cross stitch and some of my friends' YouTube channels where they talk about cross stitch. And I ordered that for us to do, and we were working away on that too. And eventually, it was just me working on it, I think. But it was relaxing, is what I'm getting at, right? Everybody was relaxed. Everybody was cool. We went on Christmas Day, we visit the graves of those who have passed and just, check up on the graves and place poinsettias and that sort of thing. And on Stephen's Day, the day after Christmas, we had Mass. We were supposed to go to church because there was to be a memorial service for my father-in-law. But unfortunately, the service, during the service, they didn't say his name. And we were all kind of looking around like, what? Like, that's weird. And we saw the rest of the service and everything, but afterwards, my mother-in-law was really upset, So that was kind of our Stephen's Day. We spent a few more hours together, had lunch together at the house, and then James and I packed up our stuff and went back to our house because, Luna was there, and I tried to bring her over on Christmas Day, but she was not able to settle. I thought she was ready, but she just wasn't ready to settle. So we ended up deciding that going out wasn't really our thing, so we went to a friend's house, just really chill, really relaxed, and had a few drinks, played some board games, and then we went home. The rest of that week is kind of a blur. We didn't really do much. I think that was Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I feel like there was something that we did on Tuesday. Those of you who are on my Patreon, you might remember. I think I definitely took Luna to the beach on that Tuesday, and it was beautiful. It was a really nice day. The sun was out. It wasn't too cold or windy. So I thought this is a great opportunity to walk the dog and, have a nice quiet time. And later that evening, when we were at home and relaxing, our friends started texting us. Friends that we had spent time with over the holidays, Christmas Eve and the day after Christmas, were texting and saying that they were testing positive for COVID. And it got to this stage where everyone that we knew, bar one person, or two people rather, were testing positive. My mother-in-law and my other brother-in-law, not the one that runs the restaurant, but the younger one, he and they were not testing positive, but my other brother, his fiance, the people that we had gone to their house, everybody. And that night, more and more people were testing positive. James and I took tests. We got rapid tests on Wednesday morning, and our tests were negative. But I knew that, maybe it's too soon or something. Wednesday, I filmed my whip parade for my channel, showing off all my cross-stitch works in progress that I have yet to do. And during that, I was coughing a lot, and I thought maybe it's psychosomatic. I'm finding out that a bunch of people I know have tested positive. Maybe it's just in my head. So I did kind of shove it off a little bit, but I was trying not to panic. And then later on that day, I started feeling really bad. And I told James, I was like, look, I don't really feel that great. I was coughing and it hurt. And I felt like I couldn't catch my breath. And I was like, this is 100% COVID. I'm positive that this is coronavirus because of the tightness of the chest. And the next morning, I woke up and I was feeling super fluey. Like, I was running a temperature. I was sweating. I was coughing a lot. I couldn't talk. I lost my voice. I called the doctor, my GP, and I told them, I have symptoms. I have close contacts, and I'm afraid that I have it, but I'm testing negative, but I'm having trouble breathing, and I have a history of asthma. Can I get something for this? And they said, yes, of course, we'll get you an inhaler and we'll get you some steroids to help, open up the airways so that you can breathe easier. So thankful for that. Got my medicines and it helped quite a bit. But I was still feeling really, really bad. So I was just taking it easy. The worst part about it was that, and I am kind of glossing over this a little because I don't want to I know that there are a lot of people that have already had it, I'm a little late to the party, I guess, but I was trying really hard not to get sick, right? I don't want to be sick. Nobody wants to be sick. This is not just a bad flu, right? This is worse than that. And it can hospitalize you. And I was like, there's no way. I don't want this, right? So anyway, I had brain fog, worse than my normal brain fog, and I was struggling to stay awake, to focus on anything, and I felt bad a little bit because I was supposed to do stuff for my patrons, and I couldn't. I had to cancel, and that's not like me. I don't like to do that. So anyhow, it was when I called the doctor, they said they were going to try to book me a PCR test, which here in Ireland, it was really hard to get PCR tests because everybody was testing positive and everybody needed a PCR test to to make sure that it was indeed not a false positive. Oh, just noticed a whole other line of these. So I had, what was it? It was Thursday when I called my GP and they said they would try to get me an appointment. The appointment that they got me wasn't till Sunday. So by Sunday, I was feeling a little bit better, thankfully, after days and days of not feeling good at all and being in and out of consciousness and trying not to talk too much, because every time I talked, I was coughing, and then I'd cough until I had an asthma attack. So Sunday rolls around and and I forgot to mention as well that the day after Christmas, our car broke down. So lucky for us, my brother-in-law let us borrow his car for a few days. We used his car to go up to Tralee to get tested. And we were in line at the testing center for over an hour. The line was that long. There were 3 testing bays at the Army barracks, and yeah, we still had to wait an hour. It was interesting. James couldn't get tested. He didn't, there was no way to like say, hey, we're here, let me get tested too. No. Also, James doesn't have a GP. He doesn't really go to the doctor, so he has since booked one, but he still doesn't have a date. Anyway, we were there, and I felt them scrape the back of my brain. Highly do not recommend the PCR test that you do at the testing center is a lot different than the test that you would do to yourself. And it was gross. They like scrape the back of your throat, right? They're like, face me out the window, tilt your head back and say, ah, and then they reach that thing all the way back down your esophagus. And then with the same swab, they go, okay, now put your head on the headrest and look out the front window and keep your mouth closed. This will only take a few seconds. And then they shove the stick that they just put down your throat into your nose, and they go all the way back. Oh God, it hurt so bad. It burned. So that was that. My eyes and my, everything was watering then. And they were like, okay, we'll have the results to you in, between 48 and 72 hours. It took about 24 hours and I got my results. My results were positive. So I knew that we had it, for sure. Even though the rapid tests were negative, the PCR was positive. So, we told everybody that we needed to tell. And meanwhile, we're trying to make sure that my mother-in-law doesn't come down with it, because she's independent enough, but she doesn't drive or anything like that. So, there's most of our family out with COVID and no one to help her. So that was a little frustrating. Then, so let's see, that was Sunday. Monday, I found out my results. Tuesday, everything else is kind of a blur, to be honest. After that, we stayed in. We decided, we're going to isolate until Saturday at the very earliest. And so the whole week I was just kind of like testing the water, seeing what I could do, what I couldn't do. and I ended up, let's see, I was just mostly knitting, watching, Buffy. So I started season 7. I was joking, but not joking. I had never gotten past season 6 of Buffy, which is weird to me because I love Buffy, but I felt like a bad fan for not seeing past it. So I've been watching that and just like knitting and diamond painting and stuff like that. But was it Friday? Friday I felt well enough that I went on Twitch and I streamed live over on Twitch, which if you like lives and chit-chatting with other crafters and, spending your time with people in real time, I highly recommend it. It's free. You don't have to pay or anything like that. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. And it's a really fun atmosphere. It is a lot at once, like it's a lot different than watching videos, but I promise you'll get the hang of it eventually if you want to do it. But it was fun. I diamond painted on Friday and Saturday, which was yesterday as I'm recording this, and it was just nice to get back and like chit chat with everybody and try to, feel normal again, a little bit of normality. However you want to say it. But James and I are kind of feeling better now. Not 100% better, but like it really knocked us. We were weak for a long time. On let's see, what date was it? The 4th. On the 4th, I think it was Monday. I had surprised James for Christmas and I had ordered a couch. So if you've been here for a while, then you'll probably remember that I had a couch a few years ago, and it was like a love seat. It wasn't a I'm gonna have to get my straightener out. I've been a little aggressive with my placing today. I used to have a love seat and I absolutely hated it. I couldn't diamond paint on it, and I ended up asking for a drafting table for Christmas one year, and James got it for me, which was lovely, except I never really used it, and I felt bad because, I should have used it more, and I did try to go back several times to use it, but in the end, I really didn't like angling it or anything like that. I just liked having a table to work at, and honestly, I really like diamond painting here in my craft room more than in the living room. When I'm in the living room, I want to chill. I want to curl up, and before it was on my recliner. Well, I don't know how long you've been with me, but I ended up having to go to the doctor a few years ago because I had bruised the cartilage in my rib cage from sitting badly, improperly in my recliner. So I stopped diamond painting in my recliner. And that's when I moved back here into the craft room, and I just stopped diamond painting in the living room, full stop. And we never replaced the couch. So fast forward to 2021, and I was like, what would be nice is if we could cuddle up on the couch again and, just do that sort of thing. And actually, I'm going to do number 8. So I went ahead and I ordered it. It was cheaper. It was like 3 times cheaper than the couch that I'd seen first. So I got a good deal on it. I mean, it's not the world's best quality or whatever. It came from Argos, which is like, I guess it's like the Irish version of IKEA. But it works for us, right? That's all that matters. And they delivered it on Monday, and oh my gosh, it was already pretty much assembled, right? Like you didn't have to do anything. You just had to put the 2 pieces together and put the pillows on the couch. But we had to move the table, the drafting table. We had to move the old recliner out, and then we had to move the new couch in. It took us all afternoon, and we were so tired by the end of it. And, you know, it really didn't feel like that much work to do. But wow, we were so winded after that. So yeah, it's no joke. It's really no joke. That and like, I didn't want to talk for a long time because every time I was talking, I was ending up in a massive asthma attack and like having to use the inhaler and like go lay down. And it's not a nice feeling. I already suffer from panic attacks, and if you know, an asthma attack feels like a panic attack. So when I was getting the asthma attacks, I was like trying to self-diagnose it, being like, okay, is this asthma or is this panic? And some days it was really hard to tell. Anyhow, we are feeling better now, much better now. And I do wish that we had been able to have been boosted before we came down with the sickness. If my age range had been able to get the booster, I feel like I would have been better protected. But because I had the first 2 rounds of the first 2 rounds of the vaccine, I feel like I was kept out of hospital. But with the booster, I think I would have had less severe symptoms, and maybe I wouldn't have had the asthma attacks as well. But who knows? Just thank God for modern medicine. Lots of Lemsip, lots of fluid. I was drinking loads of water, you know, the whole 9. But I still feel very tired, and I fall asleep very easily, and I still have breathing issues. And I still have a cough. Also, I lost my sense of smell and taste. So I've been feeling a little bit, you know, weird. They don't really tell you. And like I was saying this in Twitch yesterday to my peoples over there, you know, you don't really realize what you have until it's gone, you know. Just like when I lost my sight for 2 days because of the LASIK, I wasn't able to see for 2 days. It's like that. But I don't know how long this is going to last, right? So let me just take a sip of my tea real quick. Oh, that's nice. I don't know how long the lack of taste and smell is going to last. I think I'm getting my smell back. I think. And my taste a little bit. I can smell the chemicals that I used to clean the bathroom. That's a first. It's been kind of a messed up Christmas, and for everybody, you know, not just me, but all of my friends and my family members. It's kind of not exactly what we wanted to end our holidays with, if you know what I mean. But I have been busy. I couldn't diamond paint while I was sick. It was too difficult to sit up for that long, and it still is kind of hard to sit up for too long, but I am trying to retrain myself, and I'm doing yoga again. Very gentle yoga, mind you, but just to kind of get my circulation back, because it's not good to sit in one place for too long, you know. You know this. I'm preaching to the choir, but I just want to let everybody know that, you know, we're okay. We did not have to go to hospital, thank God, and we are on the mend. It's just gonna take a little while. The ASMR video. Let's talk about this for a second. I want to have a chit chat. I want to have a heart to heart with you, because I know that a lot of you who watch my channel, and especially those of you who watch this video, the Wipnchat video, y'all are the real MVPs. Yeah, you watch to the end. You like and you comment, and or maybe you don't comment, but you are there, right? And I see you, and I thank you very much. And somebody please explain to me why people feel the need to criticize, critique, or be rude and hateful in YouTube comments. What is that? I'm pretty sure that by this time, I mean, it's 2022, y'all. I feel like if you don't like something, you can just move on. You can just scroll, you know. This is actually the #1 reason why I'm not in many Facebook groups and you don't see me posting very much or interacting on Facebook, is because of this. I feel like there's an issue with entitlement. I got so many comments from people who were saying that they didn't like the video because you have such a beautiful voice. Why don't you use it? It's kind of like saying, was it Jessie last night who said this? It's kind of like saying to a woman, you have a beautiful smile. You should smile more. I am trying to make content for people to enjoy, and it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. No one is being forced to watch every little thing, right? So while I do appreciate, I really appreciate those who did watch the video, and I super appreciate people who left wonderful comments. But just as a PSA, if you don't like something, you don't have to watch, and you don't have to comment about it. Someone said that it was like nails on a chalkboard. That's great. I don't know what you want me to respond to that with, you know? Do you want me to say sorry? Because I'm not going to say sorry. I know a lot of people who like those really up close sounds. And so if it's not to your taste, you don't have to say anything. It's rather hurtful to a creator, not just me, but, and I don't normally, you know, if you've been here for a while, you know I don't really address the haters, okay? It's not about haters. This is about decency. I really feel like if you don't like what somebody's doing, turn it off. The moment that you submit a critique of someone's content, you're making that person not only second guess what they're doing, but they're second guessing what their audience wants. Those negative comments will stand out like a sore thumb. And not only that, but like you'll get people who see those negatives and they'll come at you. So just, I mean, don't be a Karen, okay? That's all I'm asking. If you have helpful suggestions for someone, try to double check what you're saying, because I have actually never given any kind of constructive criticism to anyone unless it was specifically asked for. And nowhere in that video was I asking for anyone's feedback on what they thought about it. So I'm going to be as blunt as possible here. Be kind to people, because even if it's not something that you like, it can cause someone to stop making content altogether. So food for thought there. One thing that happened while I was away is that I realized that a big portion of what I was doing was falling back into people-pleasing behaviors, and that's something that I've fought very hard against for the past few years. When I first started my channel, I will admit that I was doing a lot of what I was doing for other people. I was creating content for other people, and I was trying to assess what other people wanted. And that is where I went and I was doing unboxing videos all of the time of every company on AliExpress, because that's what people said they wanted. It wasn't until I took a really hard look at what I was doing and the companies that I was buying from and the art that I was, not on purpose, but I was stealing art, putting it on my channel. And it wasn't, I had a wake-up call. And I realized that that's not what I want to do. I want to make things that make people happy and that people enjoy, and I want to have fun doing it. And the moment that it's not fun anymore, that's when I would stop. So please be kind to your creators, because they're just normal people with normal lives who are doing this to make you happy most of the time. I'm not afraid to talk about these things. I think it's important because we've already lost a few people in this community to that sort of thing. I mean, I'm not going to name names, but I'm sure that those of you who have been here since 2018, you can probably guess there are so many creators that are gone now. We don't want that. We don't want that in our community. We want to have a helpful, positive, uplifting kind of feeling to it. We don't want to be jerks about it, right? So please be careful with your comments. I am not deleting any comments either. So just know that I'm not about that. I don't delete comments unless it's actual spam. So it can live there forever. And people who go back and watch that video in years to come will see the usernames of the people who decided that they wanted to criticize. It's just sick. It's sick to me. So I don't understand that. I guess some people call me naive. I just choose to think the best of people before they do something that makes me think otherwise. Does that make sense? I don't think that's a bad way to live your life, because the alternative is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And I've seen it eat people alive. So yeah. Probably not the Wipnchat that you expected me to come back with, but this is really important to me. Love on your creators. If you enjoy watching YouTube videos about diamond painting, tell your favorite creators how much you appreciate them. You don't have to buy things for your favorite creators or you know, stalk them or whatever. I am a normal person. I am in a hoodie and sweatpants, in my slippers, drinking tea, looking out my front window going, oh my God, another misty, gross, rainy Irish day. I'm that person. And so are all those other people you watch. And in fact, they probably have things like kids and husbands and families, and they're trying to juggle it all while making things for strangers to watch on the internet so that hopefully they can be part of a community. So yeah, okay, rant over. Take care of your creators. Love on your creators. You don't have to love everything that they do, but you don't have to be rude either. Anyway, I know you're not being rude. I'm ranting. Excuse me. I'm going to go calm down for a minute. Okay. I feel like I've calmed down a little bit. I've had some tea. Okay. Let's move on. So other things that happened while, like a little family update. Luna developed what looks like a cyst under her armpit. Don't worry, she's okay. I have taken her to the vet and she is on antibiotics. I don't know exactly when it happened. I think it was just around Christmas. And I'm pretty sure that me and the vet kind of agreed that it's probably because of her harness. I have used a harness on Luna for a long, long time. She only wears the harness when she goes outside. Inside, she is naked. All right. She doesn't wear anything. So when I brought her to the vet and they looked at this blister looking thing on her armpit, the few days before that, I had put a cone on her. 2 days before, I think it was. I had put the cone on her to keep her from licking that area because I thought she had a hot spot or something, you know? So I was putting wound ointment cream on it and not bandaging it up, just you know, keeping her from licking the cream. Well, it wasn't getting any better, so I booked in with the vet and he goes, dog saliva is actually really really helpful in getting rid of inflammation. And I was also talking to someone in the Twitch stream said, yeah, did you know, like, you know how like your instinct when you cut your finger is to put it in your mouth? That's because there are kind of like these healing properties in our saliva, and dogs have that too. And I didn't really think about that. You know, I thought I was doing the right thing, of course, but you know, there comes a time when you kind of go, am I doing the right thing? So anyhow, he said, it's fine. It will clear up. She just needs, let her lick it. It's fine. She needs the antibiotics and it'll clear up. So that happened. So I went online and I got her a new collar and a new leash to go with it. And y'all, it is so cute. It is so cute. I love it. It's made out of this rope material. It's adorable. I will have to show you in an upcoming video. You'll probably see pictures of Luna in her spiffy new collar soon on Instagram or here. But yeah, she's feeling better. She's feeling good enough that she's still chasing the cat around. Poor Gigi. So Gigi is our rescue cat. I kind of forced her to come into my house, and she warmed up so much that it's like she chose us. She's escaped 2 or 3 times now, and she's always come back. So I do have a feeling that in the summertime, she's going to be an indoor-outdoor cat, which I have feelings about, but I also recognize that, 1, she's fixed, she's okay, and 2, I'm the one that stole her from her element. Like, she was a feral outdoor cat, and now she is my pet. And there are risks that go along with that I'm well aware of. I've lost 2 cats to the outdoors. But I also don't want to get, to force her to live a life that she's not 100% comfortable with. I've had time to think about this. But I'm not kicking her out and nothing like that. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that she's a really good cat. She's doing super well. But she's uncomfortable with Luna because Luna is always stalking her, no matter what I do, because Luna is a collie and collies herd other animals. Gigi's not really getting comfortable with being herded because Gigi is a very independent cat too. She's an independent animal. So what is happening is that Gigi spends the majority of the day here in my craft room. I have beds set up all over the house for her, and she'll spend the whole day hanging out in here, especially because the craft room gets the most sunshine during the day. When it's summertime. Who wants to hear me complain about the lighting again? But anyway, I think she's okay. I just think that she would be better if Luna would just chill out. And I'm trying so hard to teach Luna to leave her alone. And I've listened to many people. People are giving me advice. Thank you. But some people say, leave them alone. Let them figure it out. Tried that. It's not working. Other people are, saying use the leave it command. Trying that. Luna knows leave it, but she gets hyper focused on the animal that she's trying to chase, and she stops listening because clearly she's not trained enough. But I'm doing what I can. I really am. I'm trying. Ooh, look. This one's shaped like a rhombus. I thought that one was at an angle, but no, it's actually, look at that. Hello. Oh, it's Luna. Hi, baby. Did you hear your name? Are you being a good dog? You chasing your sister? So, yeah, that's kind of what's going on with Gigi and Luna. Sorry, I'll be right back. And then for the rest of it, I guess, excuse me, the restaurant, my brother-in-law's restaurant has closed until February because everybody was out sick. No one is in town. There's very few people out and about right now, obviously. But January is always a really quiet time around here. We are very much a tourist town, so it doesn't get busy until summertime anyway. But he's just decided to just go ahead and shut the doors until February. So James is working as a teacher. He's a horticulture teacher for an adult learning center. And he's kind of stressed to the gills at the moment because it's nearly assessment time for his students. And so I don't know if we're going to, I doubt, I'm not sure if we're going to have a Theory Tuesday this week. Hopefully next week. But it will be back. We love making Theory Tuesday videos. I missed one. Anyway, as for the channel, what's coming up, I've gotten several packages in the mail I opened one yesterday so that I could put it up on the channel. So we will have a mail haul Monday, which I haven't had in a long, long time, from Mary's Diamonds. Mary's Diamonds was generous enough to reach out and offer a kit to me. They have made improvements, they said, and so you will see that soon. Then we have boxes from Distracted by Diamonds. Actually sent me a package, which I was shocked. Thank you so much, Robin. I haven't been able to buy a Patio Wax Distracted by Diamonds canvas in a really long time. In fact, I think that Robin has given me 2 canvases, and so I was just like, oh my gosh. So I'm excited to see what it is. I have no idea. I did thank her already. I haven't opened it yet, but that is going to come soon. And also, I have a Craftably, which I ordered back in September, August, September. It was the Christmas pre-order that they did, and just FYI, I know that this is kind of sad, but the shipping cost and the customs and duties and all that stuff, that's Craftably is a small business, so they're not able to make deals like other companies are. So it was very expensive, but I wanted this painting that badly. Again, I really think that it's important to support these small businesses because they are doing all the hard work in licensing the paintings from the artists and all of that. And I know it's not in everybody's budget, but I have been making sure that I bring you the most, the highest quality things that I can. And speaking of that, I also made a purchase with Diamond Shop, which I wasn't able to actually make an announcement for. I did put it up on my community tab when I made the purchase, but Diamond Shop was doing a relief fund for there was a tropical storm, typhoon named Odette in the Philippines, which has been very destructive, super destructive. And I went ahead and I made my purchase, and it was like, I think it was 20% or something like that. A percentage of the sale went directly to victims of the storm, people who were affected, lost homes, businesses, schools, everything. It was so awful. So I have a Diamond Shop that will be coming in the next few weeks too. And I really like their new canvases, and so I got a painting that I have wanted for a very long time. I do have a lot of Diamond Shop paintings that I need to complete. I have quite a few of them in my stash. So I'll be working on some of those this year as well. This painting in particular, this painting is going to take me a little while to complete. And I know it's not in season, but I'm going to keep working on it until it is complete, because I don't want to do what I did last year and like flip-flop between projects. I'm trying hard to, in all of my crafts, to focus on, 1 or 2 at a time. But for knitting and diamond painting, I'm going to just focus on the 1 at a time and go from there, because I'm feeling like I'm ready to kind of stay focused on my goal this year. So that's me. That's everything that I've been up to. What have you been up to? How was your holiday? Did you get to spend time with family? Hopefully everybody was safe. I want to give my sincerest condolences to Mrs. Coffey's family, especially her father, Papa. His brother and his mother passed away over the holiday season, and it's absolutely devastating. Losing someone is hard enough, and losing two family members back to back is absolutely soul destroying. So all of my love to Papa and to Mrs. Coffey and her family while they're going through this. There was a lot that happened there that we missed, that I missed, that I haven't been able to talk about. Sydney Potier and Betty White passed away. Just everybody has to pass at some stage, but it doesn't make it any less devastating when it does happen. So my sincerest condolences to you. And hopefully 2022 will be a better year. I am looking forward to celebrating my birthday this year because it's it's a palindrome. I think I've mentioned it. I don't know if I've mentioned it here, but it's the 22nd of February 2022, which is a Tuesday. So 22/02/2022. Sadly, I will not be 22 years old. That would be great, but no, I'm not that lucky. I'm sure there are a few out there though who win at the palindrome game. Go Pisces. But yeah, I've set my intentions for this year. I am looking forward to making this year the best year that I can for me and my family, and also, you know, making it a really good year for YouTube and Twitch as well. I want to put all of my effort into my work this year and focus on creating the best content that I can. And I do hope that all of you are also setting your intentions for the year, and that you find something that you can focus on, that can take you out of the negative space that is our world right now. Some aspects of this world can be a little bit negative. So I'm wishing all positive things for you and your family this year too. Thank you to everyone who gave me a coffee last year over on Ko-fi, kofi.com. I do appreciate your donations. The generosity that you've shown me and my family has been absolutely mind-blowing. So thank you all so much, as well as my Patreon members. Y'all make this fun. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to a fun 2022 with you all. Even if you're just here lurking and watching and maybe falling asleep to my voice. Get a lot of that too. But I'm sorry I wasn't able to finish this section on camera, but now we can see what it is. I will say this, the drills are super sparkly. These new diamonds from Diamond Art Club are really, really shiny. They're all the same facet, and it gives it this extra glassy effect, which I love. I love the glassiness. I want to diamond paint only squares from Diamond Art Club going forward. I'm gonna have to get all of my round kits out and, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. But anyway, it is absolutely gorgeous. I'm loving it. The gaps that you see, I am gonna direct you to go to Mrs. Coffey's post review of her mystery kit that she did. She explained so eloquently what's going on here. We poured glue canvases. There is a gap between diamonds. You can straighten this out. This gapping is happening because of me. I did that. If you single place, you're not going to notice this. You're going to notice some gapping. But as the canvas starts to dry, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. It will get less and less over time, but also, fun fact, if you step away, you're not going to see it. So I will go back in there and I will use a straightener on these dark areas, but don't worry about it. The multi-placer is what makes those gaps so big. If I was actually taking my time and not rage diamond painting like I was earlier, that would not be happening so much. If you want details on this pen, this is from Enabler's Outpost. The blank itself is from Flower Girl Blanks, I believe. But Enabler's Outpost posts finished pens on their Facebook group. So definitely check them out and you can see them going forward. I love their pens. Their pens are so nice and big and chunky. I like it. So that's me for today. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope that you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week ahead, and I will see you all soon in my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.